everyone, and welcome back to the crypt. Today I'm going to be going over the look that I did for my 27th birthday and basically just showing you all how I did it. I originally posted these photos on TikTok and I didn't think that I would receive as much compliments and like birthday wishes as I did. So thank you to everyone who sent me birthday wishes and gave me compliments. I love you all so much. But to get into it, we're starting off with EADEM lip balm in butter mochi and DIOR capture Totale moisturizer just to prep the skin. I also put on hyaluronic acid before off camera. For brows, I'm using my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade dark brown, and then going in with my KVD Shade Light palette. I use this light brown shade for the inner corner of my eyebrows. Brow gel, it's the Urban Decay Slick Day. Just any clear brow gel will do. For lining up my brows, I'm using NudeStix concealer in the shade Nude 9. And then I'm just going in and cleaning that up and moving on to base. I use about 6 products for my base, with the first being a primer by Milk, the HydroGrip. Then I take the Quickie concealer. I'll put all the shade names in the description for you all to look at, just so you can know which shades I'm using. Urban Decay Face Bond for my foundation. Take it down to the neck, and then I use a darker Quickie concealer for my contour and a Milk Future Fluid concealer that is super bright for my inner corner, just to highlight. For blush combo, we're starting off with Patrick Ta, She's Giving. I like to apply the cream with my finger first and then go in with a brush to blend it out on the outer corner of my cheekbones, and then I'll do some on my chin as well. Then I'm going in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade white, like stark white. Then adding back onto the blush combo, I'm using Huda Beauty's blush, liquid blush in Intense Guava, I think the shade name. Then taking my personal concoction of white powder that I mixed up myself in the lab. It's a mixture of Huda's sugar cookie and Anastasia's white translucent powder. Next is really the star of this makeup. It's Huda's Ube birthday cake powder, the electric lavender powder. It was my first time ever using it, and I just want to say that it leveled this makeup up so much. It really made my blush brighter, like 10 times brighter. And I applied a little bit right here, but I ended up applying a lot more at the end. Next, I'm taking my regular powder, which is Huda's Banana Bread, and just carving out my cheeks. Then going back on top with the powder version of She's Giving by Patrick Ta. Eyeliner, KVD Trooper. Any black eyeliner will do. For my waterline, I use Obsidian by Hourglass right now. Now with the black shade in my KVD palette, I'm just sort of reinforcing those wings and setting the liner. I'm using this grayish and the black together to blend out the edges of my cat eye. I take some white eyeshadow on a fluffy brush, tap it out, and put it on the inner corner of my eye. and we move on to lip liner. This here is the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner, duo lip liner, in the deepest shade, the darkest shade. I set that with my banana bread powder. I usually use the lightest shade of the pencil first, and then I set it. And next I'll be going in with the darker side of the pencil and going over that lighter shade to give it a bit of a contour. And I would go in with the powder one more time and I would set it for the last time. Cute! Okay, so I have on full coverage foundation and I don't like that you can't see my beauty marks anymore. So I'm just going in with a NYX Epic Ink liner, I think that's what it's called, and drawing back on my beauty marks. Setting spray, Urban Decay All Nighter Watermelon with my fan. Sangria time. Mascara is Anastasia's Lash Sculpt Mascara. Then I am taking some, these are like 24mm lashes. These are really the only lashes that I had, and they were massive, but it is what it is. I just didn't want to buy new lashes, so I used what I had. For highlights, I'm using a ColourPop eyeshadow in the shade Tassel, sort of like a white with like purple reflect in it. And I'm going to use it on a fan brush, put on the tip of my nose, the high points of my cheeks. My favorite part, lip gloss, we're using Huda Beauty's Faux Filler in the shade Ooh Baby. This is the same gloss that comes with their Ube powder in the collection. It's a really gorgeous lip gloss. I love it. 10 out of 10, would buy again. On top of that, I'm taking e.l.f. This is a holographic gloss, kinda, like a pink holographic gloss. It's called Pink Sugar. I'll correct myself if I'm wrong. And now that I'm done with makeup, I'm just gonna move on and fix my hair before I take pictures. This hair, I was deciding, listen, y'all, I have locks. I've been wearing my locks for a while, and I'm not spending money on nobody else's hair. So I decided to create this wig, this Synthetica, and I was going for a Hime cut, but I also really wanted to do like a jellyfish bob type vibe. You get what I'm saying? That was the inspiration. But right here, I'm taking that same ColourPop highlighter shadow, and I'm putting it on my collarbones and on my shoulders to give myself sort of like a glittery, glitzy glow. And here we are for final looks, y'all. It was a long time coming, but I finished the makeup and I took some pictures and I ate. We had Red Bull and it was so good. I just want to say, if you are ever anxious about like taking pictures in public, take the pictures before you leave. Take the pictures before you leave. Just take the pictures. Okay? Because that's what really matters, goddammit. You're 27, you're hot, you're that girl. Take some pictures so you can look back at it and be like, damn, that was me. This is me. And shout out to my baby for helping me take these photos and do this little photo shoot before we left. There's some of the pictures without any editing or filters. Like, this makeup was really good. I played a whole lot of Bayonetta. ate some red velvet cake, and I built my orchid Lego set, which was so cool to do. I've been playing a lot of Lego games recently, so to actually build a Lego set was really fun for me. I watched some anime, played with my dog, got some rest. Most importantly, it was definitely nice to have 3 days off to focus on me, myself, and my mental, and just relax for a bit, because I don't ever really have a chance to do that. But please make sure to like, comment, let me know what you'd like to see from me next.